Hello everybody, today I'm in the kitchen with baby Chase. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi, you ready? We're actually gonna be making some baby food. Chase just turned 5 months and now he's being introduced to some solids. So as per my doctor's orders, we always start off with one food and we'll try it for 2 weeks to make sure that it doesn't affect him any negative way, and then we'll move on to the next. I love to start with the basic types of bland food, and I love to prepare them where I steam them, and then I like to blend them up so it's nice and smooth and easy for baby Chase to take in. So we're gonna start with apples, sweet potatoes, carrots, and green beans. The first step is always to wash your fruits and vegetables, and I love to use a fruit and veggie wash. You never want to start cutting into any fruits and vegetables without washing them thoroughly first. So we don't want the babies to get sick, and we want everything to be fresh and good. Okay, so the next step is to peel. So you definitely want to make sure you get all of the skin off, because when you go to puree the food, you don't want your baby to choke on those small pieces. I like to cut them up in small pieces. This way they'll cook a lot faster. So next we'll do the apple. Apples, definitely you want to peel it so that the skin comes off completely. So now we want to slice, make sure Chase is away. Get that core out of there. No core, no skin. Make sure it looks good. And we're going to slice it up. So right now I'm actually going to prepare food 2 different ways. I have a baby cooker specifically for making baby food. But if you want to also prepare food, but you don't have a baby cooker and you don't want to purchase one, it's okay. You can literally use a pot on the stove, you can steam it, or you can boil it, and you get the same baby food using a blender, as long as you have a puree mode. So I'm actually going to prepare it, and I'm going to show it both ways. So this way, if you want to purchase a baby cooker, or if you have a blender and a pot, you can still make baby food for your baby. So Chase has officially checked out. He is sleeping like a baby, literally. So now we're gonna actually put all of the food into the baby cooker. And then I have the second option to put the food onto the stove and boil them or steam them. So I'm gonna show you both ways. So in this baby cooker, I'm gonna first put the water inside, into the reservoir. Take the basket out. I'm gonna pour some food into it. So we'll put the sweet potatoes in here. I'm going to use the container here. I'm going to fill it up to the line. So when you have the baby food cookers, they'll actually tell you where to fill up the water, how much water for each recipe. So it comes with some additional information for you. It's very useful. So we'll pour this into the reservoir. Lock it in place. Put the sweet potatoes in, close it up, and hit the steam button. Now, if you're making food that you're going to prepare immediately for the baby, just keep in mind that it takes about 20 minutes for this to steam, and then an additional 2 or 3 minutes to actually blend it up. So now I'm actually going to put the carrots in one pot and the apples in another, and then I'm going to show you another option on how you can prepare your baby food without using a baby food cooker if you don't have that supply. All right, now that I am 20 pounds lighter because I don't have Chase anymore to hold on to, and I am finished with the apples and the carrots, which were boiling on the stove, I'm going to show you first how to make the baby food by using a blender. I also have a tea kettle and some water here, so if it's not smooth enough and the consistency isn't right for me, I can actually add a little water into it and then keep blending. We'll start with the apples. We'll place them inside the blender. Best applesauce you have ever tasted, I promise you. Okay, now what you definitely want to do is just move around and check, make sure there's no clumps in there, make sure everything's nice and smooth, and then after you've checked and everything looks good, you go ahead and pour it in. We have our applesauce. We'll put this to the side and we'll move over to the baby food cooker. So now I'm going to go ahead and dump the sweet potatoes right into the canister with the blade is already at the bottom. And now that the green beans are done, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open because the blade is on, I have to cook on this side with the blade. So green beans are done, they're nice and steamed. I'm gonna do the same, dump these right in here. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna pour these into this container here. So what I'm going to do next is show you how I package up my baby food so that I can take it on the go. I love the Infantino system. They're fresh squeezed bags. You don't have to be super fancy. You can get vacuum seal bags and they work just as good. So I'll start off with the apples. You want to make sure that the food is cooled off because it can explode in your face. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. So next we use this here, and you just simply press gently and it goes into the package at the bottom. And then you can see that the contents are now inside of the little bag. All right, take that off, pop this out here. And you can see everything's right in here, and you have some good applesauce. The next thing I have to do with these three is label them, put what's inside, and put the date, and then we're good to go. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope that you'll give it a try, and your baby will enjoy it, I promise.